Previously on The Amazing Spider-Man, Dr. Doom, the new Sorcerer Supreme, has chosen Spider-Man to take his place as Earth's champion against the 8 Signs of Sitrek, the godlike siblings who have the power of time, pain and death. So Doom provides Peter the arcane armor and 8 life-restoring rings. So with no other choice left, Peter goes against the Signs. While dealing with the gruesome deaths, Peter has already defeated 5 Signs and he only uses 4 rings. But in the 5th challenge, while he was dealing with Syra, Peter witnesses all the deaths of countless people, everyone he cares, Aunt May, his ex-MJ, his current girlfriend Shay, Black Cat, Randy, Jonah, Miles, everyone dies in a horrific way. And Peter realized no matter how hard he tries, he can't stop their destiny. He is only delaying the inevitable, and Peter finally gives up being Spider-Man. The death Phil Coulson also approached Peter to convince him to return to his role, but upon seeing his entire life, the death himself is also feeling sad. But when the 6th sign, Radio, shows up to challenge the champion, Peter didn't show up, and instead of him, Juggernaut and his allies, the X-Men, show up to stop Radios. And during this mess, Peter has returned to his old flame, Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat. But while Peter is enjoying his tension-free life, the entire world has been put into a great chaos. Doctor Strange tries to warn Peter about the upcoming threat, the Blight, that will destroy everyone Peter cares for, and their fate will be worse than death. But Peter doesn't care anymore. He knows everything will eventually die. He can't change their fate, even though the X-Men and Juggernaut have managed to defeat Gradius. But right at that time, Gradius is murdered by his brother Calyx, who has infected by the dark influence known as the Blight. And not only that, his rotten dogs are now attacking several of Peter's loved ones, and Peter will be responsible for their deaths. And the worst part is, Calyx has unleashed the Blight to New York City, turning the citizens against each other. Even the X-Men, who were supposed to defend the Earth, are also infected, except Juggernaut, who is unaffected due to his connections to Sitrek. So the corrupted X-Men then jump on Juggernaut to end his life. But none of these are affecting Peter. He knows he cannot save them. But when he sees his Aunt May, Randy, his girlfriend Shay, and random people have lost their lives, it snaps Peter's mind. So he then gives up his remaining ribs to save their lives, and he returned to fulfill his duty to save the Earth from the Blight. And with Kyra, he enters into the Crimson Cosmos to convince Sitrek to help them destroy Blight. But as they arrive there, they see Calyx has killed all of his siblings, and he goes to kill his own father. But as they try to approach him, Spider-Man is killed. Calyx breaks his neck. All hope is lost. There is no reed left to revive Peter this time. And then Death Phil Coulson arrives to take Peter's soul. So with no choice left, Kyra has decided to do the unthinkable, trade her immortality for the restoration of Spider-Man's life. Death Phil Coulson warns her about the outcome, but Kyra now realizes the true meaning of life. Spider-Man showed that to her, and the god Kyra sacrificed her immortality and saves Peter's life. And not only that, to fight Calyx and the evil Blight, Kyra transforms Spider-Man into the Spider-Naut. Welcome to Comicstube YouTube channel. In today's video, we will review Chapter 70 of The Amazing Spider-Man 8 Deaths of Spiderman Part 10. You can get all the previous parts on this playlist. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe and turn on the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The issue opens up with the muscular Spider-Naut, and with one single punch, he sends Calyx from Crimson Cosmos to the Earth's surface, and the impact of the punch creates a massive shockwave. The energy begins to spread all over the world, removing the soul rot from the people, returning them to their normal selves. Both Dr. Doom and the Psyche of Strange feels that energy, and the two are shocked. Spidey's one punch removes most of the Blight's power from the evil Calyx. The X-Men are also returned to their normal state, and the two Juggernauts meet each other. The heroes think Calyx has defeated, but he still has the Blight's power. He summons the rotten dogs. He has become furious, but Spider-Naut and Juggernaut are prepared for him. And to make the action more dramatic, Juggernaut throws Spider-Naut like a fastball, the X-Men special move, and Spider-Naut slams Calyx with his full force. But Peter also fears about the presence of Blight on the Earth. He tries to finish off Calyx as quickly as possible, and then he will handle the Blight. But Juggernaut stops him. He assures him the X-Men are powerful enough to take down Calyx. He should go after the Blight, But when Peter looks up in the sky, he sees a massive hand of the Blight. The rest of his body is still unclear. Peter hesitates for a moment, so Juggernaut advises Peter, as he has become the Juggernaut, so don't think much, just do. It always worked for him, more or less. The Juggernaut's footfalls are all Peter can hear. Matching his heartbeats, the world slows, and Peter realizes the big lug is right. He has done enough thinking. He knows what the solution is. Nothing else matters. So the Spidernaut charges up, and creating a powerful magic spell, he charges into the space and goes straight right through the Blight's eyes. In the Crimson Cosmos, Kyra, who has become mortal, is standing beside the dead bodies of her siblings and in front of her father, the god Sidrak. She informs she has traded her immortality to spare the life of the mortal champion. He can save the earth, including her father, but Sidrak is confused. He can't understand why he is immobilized. So Kyra says the unthinkable has happened. He has lost 6 of his children. Their immortality, their essence stripped away by the evil Blight in the form of Calyx. And what Sidrak is feeling, it calls grief. And hearing this, Sidrak gets mad. Nothing can hurt him, but Kyra doesn't stop. Her father did nothing, as his son killed all of his siblings and attacked his father. Sidrak is broken, so the god asks his daughter to make the pain stop. But Kyra says she can't. The pain is inevitable, but maybe the champion Spider-Man can help him if it is not too late. Back in space, Peter has managed to weaken the Blight, but he knows the Blight is a force of nature. It cannot be stopped. Doctor Strange figured out a way to hide the Earth's dimension from this thing, but now it awakens. So Peter unleashes every powers left in him that he got from Kyra. He can create the casket of Sidrak continuously until he dies. But while Peter is sacrificing himself, the god Sidrak shows up. He says failure is inevitable. With the power of Sidrak's blood coursing through Spider-Man, he can live 100 years. But the Blight is a part of the primal fabric of the universe. It will prevail eventually. So why does he fight when life is so fragile? So Peter says, in the past few days, he has experienced all the crazy things. Most of the time, it is hard, unfair. Sometimes, it flat out sucks. But it is life. It's beautiful because it is fragile. Every life is like that. Even if in 1,000 years, what he did won't matter anymore. But it matters today. Today is worth fighting. But Peter knows Sidrak will not understand, and he doesn't care. So he tells Sidrak to step aside. He has to save his world. But then, Sidrak pushes Peter away, and the god himself takes the responsibility to save the universe from the Blight. Spider-Man's sacrifice opened his eyes. He becomes the Crimson Cascade that shields the world from the horror of Blight. He will protect everyone. And suddenly, Strange pulls Spidey back into his world. The danger is over. X-Men also defeat Calyx. Spider-Man and the god Sidrak save the universe. As everything become normal, Peter then goes to all of his friends and family that he hurt the most. He forgot his responsibility, but now he again realizes the true meaning of being Spider-Man. Peter then shows up to meet Black Cat. When he was going through the whole mess, Black Cat was there for him. She always supports him, both physically and mentally. But both Peter and Felicia knows they can't be together. Their morals are different. They are best friends, but not lovers. And Felicia wants Peter to always be happy. And after this whole incident, with Randy's help, Peter managed to open his photo gallery. Only his friends show up, including MJ, Paul, and Dylan Brock. But in that crowd, there is another girl, Peter's girlfriend, Shay Marken. The two were separated for a moment because of Peter's foolishness, but he thanks Shay for inspiring him, help him to understand the true meaning of life. And now Peter thinks maybe they can start dating again, and Shay likes the idea, as Peter Parker needs a permanent nurse in his life. Peter and Shay are back together, and with this, the chapter 70 of The Amazing Spider-Man 8 Deaths of Spiderman Part 10 comes to a close. So which part you like the most? Please let me know on the comment section down below. And please like this video and do subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.